Hello all. Today I am back with a very interesting SQL problem. This question may be asked in various different SQL interviews, but let's just understand the problem, then we will jump into the solution. This question is somewhat tricky that I felt, and I thought of sharing with you. Let's see what we need to do, then we will jump into the solution. Okay, so here, if you see, there is a table where we have four columns basically, and in the output we need three columns. So what we need to find out is, let's say we have four columns like employee ID, date, work, labor type, and hours. And in the employee ID column we have two employees, employee ID 1 and employee ID 2. And in the date worked, when they worked basically, okay, and the labor type, either it is work or no work, okay, and hours, how many hours they have worked. And the date work basically is like every day starting from 1st of January 2024, okay. And like the labor type is work and no work. So if the labor type is no work, then the hours will always be 24, okay. So if someone didn't work for that particular day, then the hours will be 24, okay. So in a similar way, if you see the 7th and 8th, the hour has been recorded as 24. For also like let's say for the employee 2, for 1st January he didn't work, so the hours has been recorded as 24 hours. So what we need to find out from this table, is basically employee ID and violation dates and total hours worked, okay. So what do you mean by the violation dates? Violation dates is nothing but, so we need to find out consecutively for the next only for 2 days. Like, think about that. The violation dates for 0101 and 0102. So we will only consider, you know, nearest 2 days, basically, like let's say for 1st January and 2nd January. So how many hours he has worked? 25 hours, right? Total. So when, like, we need to see for the consecutive 2 days, if the employee has worked more than 25 hours, okay, more than 24 hours basically, then you will have to record that this is a violation dates for employee ID 1 and total hours worked is 25, okay. A similar way, if you see for employee ID 1, okay, for 9th and 10th, if you see for 9th and 10th, for this consecutive days, so we will only record 2 days, not more than 2 days. We only check 2 days, two consecutive days. And if you see, the total hours worked by that employee is 27 hours, so it has been recorded. So this is our intention to find out, okay. I think this is pretty simple to understand. Let's just jump into the solution, how we can solve it. So I have already and basically, like, I will just paste the data into the comment section, and I'll just paste the data into the description box or the comment section. You just try it and paste your solution if you have a different solution, okay. So this is our data. So I have already created the table for you just to save the time, and I'm just executing it. So this is the data, the same data that we already have seen in the Excel. So how we are going to do this, okay, how we are going to solve it? Think about it, okay. I have a solution in my mind, so I'll share with you what is my approach. Maybe you have a better solution. Please try it, I will say, okay. So my solution is, think that let me, so if you see that these are the two, like when the employee had worked for these consecutive days, then work we have, right? When the 3rd of January he didn't work, then again 4th and 5th and 6th he had worked, but 7th and 8th he didn't work. So what I have thought is, let's just create some kind of row numbers or some kind of metric which will group this together, right? We just it will group this together where the employee has worked. So again, so this will be in one group, right? This will be in one group. This will be in one group, right? Again, this will be in one group. So we will try to create a group basically to find out where the employee has worked for consecutive days, right? So for that, what I've thought is, let's create a row number. Okay, so row number over row number over partition by partition by employee ID. Okay, so let's take it from here because I don't want to write it again. And order by, date worked, right? So I have created a sequence. I'm just giving a name as sequence one. So let's just run this. I will explain one by one. So no, don't worry. So I have created a sequence, right? If you see, I have created a sequence for each and every group, right? So for employee ID 1, I have created a sequence. For employee ID 2, I have also created a sequence. I'll create another sequence, but in this time, what is going to happen is, I'm just creating another one. So row number. Now in this time, I will partition it. Okay, partition by employee ID, and now it should be the labor type. Okay, and order by date work. Okay, I'm just giving his name as sequence 2. Okay, so I have created two sequence, right? So in this case, in the second row number, I have partitioned it based on employee ID and the labor type. So if you see, so we don't need the no work labor type, right? We only are interested in the labor type equals to work, right? So just think about this, that if I subtract this sequence in this sequence, we will end up creating a group, let's say. So what I'm saying, just take this one. So this type of problem, you can follow this approach. This is pretty handy, I think. Okay, so if I subtract this, right? So I'm just giving like difference in sequence. So now if I run this, basically if I run this, you can see that for one, like when the date worked is consecutive, we have got a difference in sequence, both are same. So I can say if I partition it based on employee ID and this difference in sequence, we'll end up getting a group. So see, for this, the next one, this is a group, right? 4, 5, 6. These are consecutive, so I have got a group. If I try to group it based on employee ID and difference in sequence. Also, if you see for the employee ID 1, for 9 and 10, I have also got a value 3. So for employee ID and difference in sequence, we can end up getting a group. Okay, fine. So till that point is clear, I think. So just put this in a city. Prepares data as something. Okay, so I have put this into a city. Okay, what would be the next step for me? What would be the next step for me? Think about it. So I'll be selecting the basically what I'm going to select, right? I'm going to select all of them, select star, and we are only concerned about the labor type equals to work, right? Not nothing else. So within this, okay. So what we are going to do here is basically, so we'll have to eliminate where the difference in sequence is, you know, like so we need to delete the labor type equals to no work. We don't need this, right? Basically, we only need this, right? So how we can do this? Basically, think about it. So what we are going to do? Basically, we will have to group it as dates where those are consecutive, right? Those are consecutive. So basically, so if I take a lead of this or lag of that, right? So we'll get the, like if I take a lag of date worked, so we'll get 01/01/24 here. So then we can concat those and get the data, right? Right. So I'm taking lag function here, lag of date worked. Okay, lag of date worked comma 1, right? Over over same thing, partition by employee ID, order by date worked. Okay, partition by employee ID, comma, partition by employee ID, comma, difference in sequence, right? And order by date worked, order by date worked, right? So this is named as, let's say, I am giving a name as what I can give, lagged, lagged, you know, date worked. Okay, so just giving a name lag of date worked. Okay, and the similar way, I'll take the lag of, and this similar way, I'll take the lag of the hours also, right? Because if you see, if I partition by employee ID and difference in sequence, so we'll be getting the lag of this two, right? Because this is in the one group. Okay, so we'll be getting 2040 240102, and I'll be getting 2024-0101 in the lag date work value, right? Column, right? So now I'll take the hours also. Hours, I'm just taking the hours, comma 1, same thing, right? Over order by partition by, I'm not writing it once again, right? As lagged hours, right? Lagged hours from this city, right? Clear? So what I've taken is, I have taken only the lagged one, lagged of date work and lagged of hours. If I run this, basically we'll be able to understand. See, so what happened is, so if you see for this, right, where this one 0102, right? So we have got this. So first will be null, because this one will be null if I apply lag function here, and the next one, this value 0101 will come here, right? So we have got this too. Also the lagged hours, right? 13 will come here, the first one will be null, right? So we have got that. But the similar time, we only are interested for labor type equals to work, not the no work thing, right? So we can also eliminate, right? We can also eliminate where labor type. So just take the labor type. Where is that? Yeah, we take the labor type equals to work, right? We are only interested in where the labor type equals to work. So if I execute it, so we'll end up having all the employees, all the employees where the labor type equals to work. Correct? Now, till that point is clear, right? Now, what you need is, so now it's very simple. We'll have to join these two, right? We'll have to join these two, this date worked and lag date worked. So how can I do that? Use a concat function, right? For this two to get joined. So concat of date worked, comma, and this one, right? So if I try to join, think this one and this one will get joined, right? And this will be joined with a comma in like a separator, right? We need a separator to join this, right? So this, as what we have, the name is like violation dates, right? We'll put violation dates, and the similar way we need to get the hours. So we need to add these two, this one and this one, right? So we'll take hours here plus, and this one, right? This is nothing but the lagged hours. So if I try to join this, so we'll be getting total hours worked, right? Right, so we have got this too, right? And there is something error. Okay, so I'm giving this comma. So if I run this now, what will happen? We'll be getting this violation dates as well as the total hours worked. Okay, so we have got the violation dates and total hours worked, right? Now after that, so we are only concerned about these records, right? This one, yeah, this one, but we don't need basically the null ones, right? That one we don't need. So put that into a city. Let's put next city as, okay, put that into a city. Okay, and now this is pretty simple. We need only the required columns from here. So select what do we need? Employee ID, right? We need violation dates, right? And we need total hours worked, right? These three from next city, right? But we don't need this, right? We don't need null ones, as well as we only need where the total hours worked is greater than 24, right? So, so what I'm going to write is that total hours worked, basically, either this is not null and not either, like both the conditions should get satisfied, right? It should be not null, as well as this value has to be greater than 24, right? So if we run this now, what happened? Total hours worked is not null. Uh, uh, Sorry, it's a where condition, right? Yeah. So now if I run this, we'll end up having these two records, right? These two records. So this is our expected output, right? If you see, this is our expected output. So we have got this output, right? So we have got where the dates are consecutive. So within these two dates, the employee ID has worked 25 hours, so more than 24 hours, right? So we have got this, right? So this is the way that I have solved it. I believe there could be multiple ways to solve it. You try it and post your solution in the comment section. Okay, if you liked it, if you like the solution, please share the video with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. And again, I will meet and I'll come with a brand new SQL video next time. Till then, thank you. Bye.